Many of the Heartland's farmers have something on their minds that affects families everywhere: our energy supply, where it comes from today and where it will come from in the future. It's no accident that some of the most advanced thinking and experimentation about energy from the farm, biofuels, is happening just a stone's throw from the Motor City among the cornfields of Michigan. Our Pat McConaughey has that story.
It's a typical February day in eastern Michigan, and farmer Scott Miller is delivering 1,200 bushels of corn to this plant. Instead of it going for cattle feed, this corn will feed America's growing appetite for fuel. Ethanol. It's a gasoline additive derived from corn that's becoming a marketing alternative for corn producers.
It's all about, supply and demand, and, American farmers, we usually produce more than we can use up, and it's just a big opportunity to use up more.
Miller is a fourth-generation corn and soybean farmer who's also a leader in the ethanol movement in this state.
Well, I love it. I spent 3 years of my life on a board of directors helping get the first ethanol plant in the state built.
Now he's one of 500 farmers who deliver corn to the state's third ethanol plant near Lake Odessa, Michigan.
U.S. Bio-Woodbury is a 50 million gallon ethanol facility where we actually convert corn into fuel-grade ethanol.
Its location is ideal because it's right in the middle of Michigan's corn-growing region. The plant processes 16 million bushels of corn, most of which comes from a 60-mile radius.
We currently are shipping ethanol all over the state of Michigan, and we also do have some ethanol that is shipped outside of the state into the Ohio market.
Michigan is one of about 24 states promoting ethanol production in a big way. Mitch Irwin, the director of the Michigan Department of Agriculture, leads by example with his own state vehicle.
Well, I actually worked with the automotive companies a few years ago to try to get them to put their experimental automobiles on the highway with Michigan officials, and they put a program together under the governor's ethanol coalition.
The arrangement involves a $1 a year lease from General Motors to go out and promote the cause.
We have the second largest number of crops, diversified crops of any state except for California. So we have a rich history of agriculture. Plus, we are the epicenter of research and development for the automotive industry.
While corn is certainly the biofuel of the day, Michigan State University in Lansing is currently doing cutting-edge research into the next generation of biofuels.
Morning, Holly. How's it going?
Good morning, Dr.
Dr. Bruce Dale, professor of chemical engineering, has been studying how to convert cellulose into ethanol for 30 years.
It's grass and woody materials, trees and shrubs. It's portions of cattle manure. It's crop residues like corn stover and rice straw. It's literally hundreds of things. It's part of municipal waste. Those are all things that have cellulose in them.
Dale says the challenge is that those materials don't break down very easily, so you have to literally cook them in hot concentrated ammonia and convert what's left into sugars, add enzymes that eventually becomes ethanol.
This is real. This is not an academic or some crazy-eyed thing. We could make an awful lot of ethanol from cellulosic materials right now. It was actually done 40 and 50 years ago. But we need to improve the technology.
And that, says Dale, is happening. Meanwhile, Agriculture Director Irwin calls all of these ethanol efforts a sort of back to the future.
When Henry Ford started, he was using these alternative fuels. And then we had 100 years of fairly cheap oil. So we're excited we can turn the attention from the Middle East back here to the Midwest.
And corn growers like Scott Miller are betting big on the corn crop. And if that bet is right, they're looking to a whole new future.